It is 12 noon. Welcome in. This is Reaction Monday on Jocks. A lot of conversation about last night's Super Bowl. Still waiting on Charles Bediako's case. The judge has all the information. We're just waiting on word from T-Town whether Charles Bediako will get a permanent restraining order in which he'll be able to continue to play for the rest of the year. Interesting, though, Landrum, the temporary portion of the restraining order that has allowed him to play, it expires after tomorrow. And, of course, Alabama plays on Wednesday against the Ole Miss Rebels.
And I guess the question is, what is Judge Pruitt, right?
Judge Pruitt.
How does Judge Pruitt rule?
We will see.
Yes, we will. The text line is open, 205-834-9450. Also, the phone lines are open, 800-239-WJOX, here on this Reaction Monday on Three Man Front. First, let's go to our buddy Don Don. Hey, Don Don.
Hey, Landrum, welcome back, my friend.
Thank you, my friend. How are you?
Boy, I tell you what, you missed a weekend, probably the best, one of the best promotes you guys have ever had. And Pat and Conrad, fantastic job Friday. That was a lot of fun.
I heard that it was a happening scene there at Crafts on 280 with the Stallions and Three Man Front.
It was, and the who's who of all your callers were there, and Feinbaum callers. Had a great time. But Pat and Conrad, I hope you got the texts I sent you about the crowd they had on Saturday.
Yeah, I saw a lot of the social media posts by the Stallions. It looked like a wonderful crowd. It looked like the line going into the Champions Club there at Protective Stadium was lined up. Looked like it was like going down the stairs. Looked like a huge crowd.
No, it went all the way down 22nd Street. Me and my new buddy, and y'all met them Friday, old school and Alabama Richie. I bet you got a kick out of him, Pat. Landrum, my buddy Alabama Richie, actually interviewed Pat about the Harvey Updike phone call.
Oh, good.
It's a good interview.
By the way, Pat, how do you think my little buddy did?
Oh, he did great. He did outstanding. Great questions.
Yeah, I think he might try to turn this into something and everything. But something I got to tell you guys, and Conrad, you'll appreciate this. I did not like AJ McCarron and everything, but I got to tell you, that is a down to earth guy, and so is his family. And Landrum, this is not going to shock you. Catherine Webb was there Saturday, and I had the best time talking to her. She is wonderful. Great lady, okay? And TV does not do her justice. She is absolutely knocked down gorgeous.
That's what Brent Musburger said.
Yeah, hey, Pat, I didn't go that far now. Okay?
Pretty sure that's what AJ said, too.
But Pat, you'll get a kick out of this. Heather was over there with me and everything, and Heather started laughing when I started talking to her, and Catherine Webb, and this is not going to surprise anybody listening or you guys. And she goes, Don, I've already been warned about you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Who warned her?
But no, she was very, very nice.
Oh,
and
okay.
And also too,
just your fandom.
McCarron's dad.
I see.
Okay.
Got to meet McCarron's dad too.
Very nice.
But Pat, I got a question. I'm sure you look at social media and everything. Louisville was bragging about selling their game out on our opening game, but isn't that a little soccer stadium that holds less than 15,000?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, and Conrad and we were having this conversation in the office before the show, and I just have not had an opportunity to check. I could be wrong here, but I think even St. Louis is moving out of the Dome, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're moving down the street to where the St. Louis City, which is their MLS team, I think they might be going there to play.
They said that they're going to play at Lynn Family Stadium, which the capacity is just over 15,000.
That's Louisville?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so in other words, we're going to have the largest stadium.
I believe that is correct, Don.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm double checking that.
Lynn Family Stadium is located, if you're familiar with the Louisville area, the Butchertown neighborhood.
I've only been through Louisville a couple of times. I'm not familiar with that part of town.
Yeah, I went there a long time ago, and I know they have the, Louisville's Papa John's Stadium, but I doubt if they try to play there. They might. I think there's a baseball park right by I-65 and everything, and I think they remodeled that. And that might be where they're playing.
Don, I stand corrected. It says here, I just read this, that the Battlehawks are going to play at the Dome at America's Center there in St. Louis, which there was a great home field advantage, and they had the best attendance
they
of
need to.
the last 3 years.
Don, let's just worry about us. That's what we need to worry about.
Hey, let me ask you this,
Well,
Don. And I saw that there was some great opportunities for season ticket purchases, right, on Saturday. I hope a lot of people took advantage of that at the event for the Stallions.
Unfortunately, Pat, no, that little girl was sitting over there trying to sell tickets was by herself all day.
Oh, okay.
I mean, as you guys know, Birmingham's a walk-up town, always has been, and season tickets has always been a problem and everything. But I'm gonna tell you guys, with your event and then that event on Saturday, I think there's more excitement this year than there ever has been. Pat, you agree with that?
Listen, the event Friday was fantastic, and based on what I saw on Saturday's event, it was a very good weekend for the Birmingham Stallions. I know that we at times have been critical over things that they have and have not done, but I will say doing the event Friday with us and then doing the event on Saturday at Protective, I think it was a very, very good weekend for the UFL and the Stallions.
Fantastic. Well, Conrad, I'm going to say this real quickly, but I know y'all got to go. To all my Alabama friends, especially my buddies at Social Taco, FJ, Mary, BB, all my Alabama buddies, congratulations. When y'all shoot the ball like that, I don't think when you shoot the ball like the way you did in the second half, nobody's going to beat you.
Thank you, Don. I tried my hardest.
Appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow at Social Taco, right? All right.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be there.
All right. Thanks, Don. We'll continue with the phone calls. Let's go to Micah. Micah, welcome into Three Man Front.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I've noticed something. No matter what Alabama does, it doesn't matter if a player brings a murder weapon to a crime scene, which they actually did, you guys would defend them.
I don't think we ever defended
Y'all
that.
should change the name of the show to Alabama Apologist.
What did we apologize for today?
I'm just saying all y'all do is defend Alabama. I mean, NCAA clearly said it's a rules violation. That's the difference between him and Jokic.
No, we just want clarity moving forward.
Clarity is NCAA said it was against the rules, so therefore he shouldn't play.
Okay, well, so is tampering. Yeah.
Ooh.
Always get them on the tampering.
Yeah, he didn't prepare a response, I guess.
Old school. Welcome in.
Well. I've got a few things to unpack, but I got to unpack what that gentleman just said right there. Because these questions, y'all's intent. Let me just say something to you, sir. You might consider the fact that none of the teams in the NCAA football programs in any college would be anything what they are right now if it wasn't Nick Saban, Daddy Saban. Let me explain that to you. He made all the colleges, but you had to get better to play Alabama, sir. Let me also explain to you, they don't have to win another game, sir. Nothing. They got the skins on the wall. If they don't ever win another game, they're still the GOAT. So get all this stuff about Alabama out of your mouth about this and that. Alabama got a reason they deserve the Flowers Proud. If it wasn't the Big Ten, the games people went up there. If it wasn't for Urban Meyer getting kicked out of the SEC, that's basically what happened. He didn't want to play Alabama. Let's all face it. You wouldn't be the teams you are because when he went to Ohio State, you had to bring SEC speed up there to compete with him. So the reason you got championships is because of Nick Saban. So don't come on here talking about these guys about It's not true, bro. These guys, I met these guys for the first time. These guys are solid men. Let me just switch it now. I think I pretty much put him in his place. Let me put it to where it was Friday, I think it was, where we had that little thing over at Kraft's.
Yeah, sure did.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not eating chicken over there at Kraft's, you're not eating chicken, pal.
Tell him.
I've had all over the place. That is some of the best food, some of the best people, the best service I've ever had. That is, I'm telling you, that might be one of the best pieces of chicken I have ever put in my mouth as far as the way they fix it like that.
Thank you for sharing that.
What they call
Yeah.
them.
Oh, it was great. It was great to meet you, old school. And yeah, you're absolutely right. Crafts on 280. For those that have not had an opportunity to get by there, you need to.
Yeah, they got
'Cause
breakfast at the 280 location through the drive-through.
Yeah, it's
Check it out.
fantastic.
And lastly, about Saturday, we was over there Saturday, and I will follow up what Don said. It was definitely a maturing crowd. There is no doubt about that. There were some Stallion fans there, a lot of them. But the fact that AJ showed up, and I will tell you, man, I'm in contact with you people. We're gonna blow this thing up because it's gonna be some exciting football. Just to see AJ on the sidelines and Tyler up there in the booth, that's gonna be exciting to see.
Heck yeah.
And the stadium y'all have up there, that stadium you have up there is just beautiful. That little eatery, that little late night place that you have across the street is just fantastic. And I will tell you, me and Alabama Richie, we are looking forward to being back up here the 17th and 18th for the home game.
Old school, thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
Can't wait
it.
to meet you in person.
Yeah, it was great to see you and Alabama Richie on Friday. We will continue on. This is Three Man Front on Jocks. More of your calls and your text messages on this Reaction Monday. It is 12:15. Welcome in. It's lunch hour across the great state of Alabama. Thanks for tuning us in. This is Three Man Front on Jocks. We continue to await any type of ruling out of Tuscaloosa with the Charles Bediako case. Everything was wrapped up on Friday. The judge decided to take a long weekend, or at least allow Bediako to play in the Auburn game. Now, the Ole Miss game is coming up on Wednesday. We anticipate that there will be some form of decision prior to Wednesday's tip-off over there in Oxford, Mississippi. I've been talking a lot about the Super Bowl, and it was pretty interesting. We all agree that we thought Mike Tirico just did an outstanding job last night. It was his first ever Super Bowl. And immediately after the game, after everything, all the festivities was over with, he decided that, hey, you know what? Let's keep this fun rolling. Off to Italy to call the Olympics. NBC chartered 2 Bombardier Global 7500 private jets to transport Mike Tirico and others from the Super Bowl to the Olympics. They left California at 1:30 a.m. local time. They will land at 9 p.m. tonight in Milan, roughly 6,000 miles in 10-plus hours of total travel time.
How cool, but your body. What is going on with Tirico's internal clock right now?
Man, good for him.
I mean, 1 hour time difference took some adjusting coming back. How big of a time difference was that?
Well, it's
9 hours.
It says that they left California at 1:30 a.m. California time, Pacific, and they will land at 9 p.m. in Milan.
Ooh.
It is a 9-hour time difference.
And I assume that it would be quicker to go east than west, I suppose.
Better. All right, so let me ask you this, because I used to envy his schedule. Jim Nance got to do when, obviously when he was doing NFL, but then March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
He would leave calling the March Madness game, get on a jet, and fly to Augusta National to do the Masters. Better segue, Super Bowl to Winter Olympics or March Madness title game to Augusta National?
It's got to be Augusta.
Yeah, give me that one.
Yeah.
I'll take that one too.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if the allure of Milan, or just the event itself.
So speaking of announcers, and we all agreed that Mike Tirico did a phenomenal job.
I like that team.
Yeah, that was a great broadcast last night.
Eagle, they needed to get better lighting on him in the pregame.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like a mortician.
Was a Northeast guy.
I don't think they did him any favors with the lighting.
He is very pale, though.
Yeah.
Put him in some light.
Today is the 20th anniversary of ESPN and Disney's famous Al Michaels for Oswald the Lucky Rabbit trade. You remember that?
Yes.
Between NBC and the Disney company, which is ABC ESPN. So Walt Disney, not the company, the individual, he produced 26 Oswald cartoons back in 1927. But NBC and Universal distributed the series, and they had the rights to the cartoon. Because of that, and since Walt Disney did not own the rights to Oswald the Rabbit, that's when he decided to draw Mickey Mouse. Now, Al Michaels had been with ABC Disney since 1976, and 20 years ago, he wanted to leave ABC, ESPN, and he wanted to go to work for NBC because NBC was launching Sunday Night Football because NBC had gotten the contract from ESPN. Remember, ESPN had the Sunday night package.
Yep.
So NBC was going to take it over, and he wanted to be the lead announcer. So Disney decided, okay, if we're going to let him out of his contract, we want the cartoon character. So they came up with a trade in which Al Michaels was traded away from ESPN, ABC to NBC for the rights to the cartoon. Now, along with the cartoon, ESPN and Disney received the following: rights to broadcast live coverage of the Ryder Cup between the United States and Europe. They also got expanded Olympic highlights because NBC is the exclusive North American partner, at least in the United States, of the Olympics. And this is the other one a lot of people don't remember. But back then, ESPN could not air a lot of highlights from Notre Dame football. So part of the trade is that ESPN was then allowed to have expanded highlights of Notre Dame football.
Wow.
That was part of the Al Michaels trade with NBC.
The Al Michaels trade, it came up on my trip as we were talking about the Super Bowl, and then somehow it flowed into the Olympics with the Al Michaels AI updates that we got. Remember, from France, he agreed to let him use his voice. But the interesting things that we've learned about Al Michaels late in his career. Number one, it's clear he doesn't care anymore. What you think?
Doesn't he have an interesting diet?
Which I appreciate. No, number two is the vegetables thing. And that's where you came up in the conversation. And I said, what do Pat Smith and Al Michaels have in common? Neither one of them eats green vegetables.
Correct.
You eat vegetables. Al Michaels is no vegetables altogether.
He does none. I do not eat anything green.
He doesn't eat anything green, but Pat will eat a vegetable.
Yes.
Al Michaels, he went on a podcast and he said he had never eaten a vegetable.
Not even by accident.
No.
Because that was one of the questions. It was like, not even like somebody like accidentally put a vegetable like on your plate and it was hidden under something and you accidentally ate it.
If he ordered a filet and there was a piece of parsley, would he freak out?
It's a good question. And I mean, personally for me, I don't think you're really missing a whole lot if you've never had a Brussels sprout. I'm not a fan of those, but like never having corn or something. It's just good food. You never had green beans?
Do we consider corn a vegetable?
Okay.
It's kind of a throwaway food.
It is a cheat vegetable.
I mean, it has purposes.
It's technically a vegetable, but it's not.
I'm just saying corn
green.
In its natural state. The kernel.
I actually saw a really interesting post somebody made. And
consuming the kernel.
They took way too much time thinking about it, but I never thought about this. Why is it that when you eat corn, right, it comes back out, but it looks like you've never eaten it?
Exactly.
Like it's crazy. Like you chew it up and then it.
But do you chew it? Or what you're seeing are the pieces that didn't get chewed? Is there anything beneficial about corn?
It tastes good. I love corn.
I like corn.
Yeah, I love corn.
I get a little good sweet corn.
Yeah.
So I love good cornbread, not sweet. That was something else.
Now I don't like cream corn. This is gross. Give it. I want you on the cob.
Cornflakes.
So did you amaze your friends with the Al Michaels Pat Smith
I
comparison?
did. And then, so none of them believed me, which is always good to fact check me. But no, they were astonished. And then it circled back to you. Pat doesn't eat vegetables. I said, no, Pat eats vegetables.
Just not green ones.
Just not green ones.
What do you like, squash?
No.
Like all right, y'all are cooking dinner. You've got chicken, I don't know, rice, whatever y'all
broccoli.
Eat. What
broccoli
vegetable?
For me.
What's your go-to vegetable?
Broccoli or a salad for me.
Carrots.
I'm going asparagus. Okay, carrots. Okay.
That's something I never eat.
I love carrots.
I don't think about carrots either.
My grandmother used to tell me that it would make my eyes pretty.
Oh, I was told it helps you see at night. Like if you eat carrots, you can see better when it's dark. That's what I was told as a kid.
Any of your relatives try to mislead you with the carrots?
I've wore glasses since I was like 3 years old, so really hadn't worked for me.
We don't have the stomach apparently to digest corn or nuts. We're not.
Oh, so it just goes right through you.
Well, according to this listener, we're not meant to eat them.
Really?
Posey's asking corn with butter or mayo.
What?
Now I've had redneck corn salad. And that's with the kernel corn. They mix it with mayonnaise. They put a little
if we're talking like a
dry
casserole,
rub in there with some shredded cheddar cheese, and you put it on a corn chip, redneck corn or whatever salad.
I'm sorry, if I'm eating somewhere and you got a corn on the cob and I see you lathering mayonnaise on it, get me far away from.
I like mayonnaise, but I'm not.
Corn. I don't like mayonnaise. But
no,
definitely don't want to.
Steve says high fructose corn syrup. I've heard that's not good for you.
Yeah, supposedly that's bad.
Hey guys, I'm eating lunch. Give me a break. Sorry. Is there any way you guys can get the number from both halftime shows? Comparing the halftime shows? Number of viewers? What was TPUSA? It's topping out at 50 million combined? Or?
That was from a spokesperson from TPUSA. The numbers that I saw, some raw data last night, was the highlight was like 6.1 million from YouTube.
And as you can imagine, trying to find that information on social media right now is kind of a cesspool of both sides fibbing numbers.
But whether it was 6 million or 50 million, that amount of people that tuned in.
I'm seeing a number now that's being reported of 142 million for the Super Bowl halftime show last night, but I don't know if that's.
Is that worldwide?
Yes, that would be everything.
Yeah.
Including Puerto Rico?
Yes.
You ever been to Puerto Rico, by the way?
I have flown over Puerto Rico. I would love to go to San Juan.
I've heard great things about Puerto Rico.
Absolutely. No,
People who visited.
when we went to the Virgin Islands, for whatever reason, we were flying literally.
We did not fly that way.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, we flew right over San Juan to the point, and maybe it was bad weather they were trying to avoid, but we were flying so low that I literally could make out license plates on the street in San Juan.
Wow.
It looked beautiful.
It was white knuckle landing there in St. Thomas, right as you're about 5 feet away from those bulging rocks that are going to kill you.
You're thinking that we are dive bombing into the Atlantic Ocean, and then all of a sudden you touch down in St. Thomas.
Oh, our favorite cosmetologist, Faye.
Hey, Faye.
And all she texts is, "Who don't love mayonnaise?" Thank you, Faye.
Now, there was a rumor on Friday that Faye might have been at the remote. Now, some of the folks from Social Taco that was there, BB and Mary.
There was someone that fit the profile.
Okay, people who are listening, first time, fill them in on Faye.
Well, you're the one that profiled her.
I profiled her. Text her to the show. We've never met Faye. She goes by Faye, claims that she lives in Childersburg, has a real affinity, like serious affinity for Conrad.
Now, what's she do for a living? She is a
beautician? Hairdresser.
Out of a trailer.
I don't know that, but hairdresser. I think maybe she does work out of a manufactured space.
Just say trailer.
Yeah, I should just say trailer. We're in Alabama.
Is there a bad connotation to someone owning a trailer?
No.
I got a buddy that sells them all over the state. And he told somebody, he said, "Hey, I tell you what, you put your house on the back of an 18-wheeler. We'll put one of mine. We'll see who's still intact by the time it gets there."
No
I
doubt.
got my haircut in a trailer in Hayden. Good haircut.
I'm sold.
It was a good haircut.
Yep. I think some recipes for Mexican street corn calls for mayonnaise.
No, wait, we're right on the faith thing.
Hey, she's chimed in. She says she doesn't work out of a trailer. It's a storefront.
Y'all are crazy. Okay, she doesn't work out of a trailer. I didn't.
But no.
You brought that up.
But no, hold on a second. You did not. You did
her.
not finish. You said that she smoked since she was like 14 years old.
Oh yes. Well, no, I didn't say
What?
No. There was never anything about being 14 years old. No, it was that she smokes and she's got some faded out tattoos.
She was 14 years old. I said she's been smoking since she was 14 years old. No, I'm not saying that we've got some like Conrad's a child predator. No, and I'm not saying that.
I can't believe that sentence just came out of your mouth.
Conrad's not a child predator.
Thank you.
I know. That's
don't
why
like
I
that
said
we're having to.
He is not a child predator.
Yeah. Conrad and child predator
should not be in the same sentence.
Never.
Okay, go ahead, Conrad.
Go ahead, Conrad.
I think you covered it.
Non-child predator.
I know. I was just gonna say. I think it's important when we're creating the picture in our head. She smokes inside. There's a big difference between somebody that smokes outside and somebody that smokes inside their own house.
There really is.
There is a big difference.
And she smokes menthols.
Obviously.
Yes.
Obviously.
Hey, Conrad, why don't you come over here and rub Mama's feet?
Faye, I don't smoke most things anymore, especially cigarettes.
But getting back to this, there was
Faye, sorry.
rumor on
Not me
Friday
offering.
that Faye may have been at Crafts on Friday and she didn't identify herself, but somebody that fit that profile was in attendance.
Absolutely.
There's some rumors.
Somebody told me someone took a picture.
Faye, what's the craziest thing you've ever put mayonnaise on?
Who told us that they took a picture?
Me.
No, did you take the picture?
Yeah, of course.
Did you really?
Yeah, I have it on my phone.
Have you shown him?
No, I will. on the
Okay.
break. Yeah, I definitely.
Oh, I didn't know you did.
Yeah.
I thought it was like
Someone who was there?
No, that might be Faye
Oh, that might be Faye.
because he was hoping it was Faye. So he was taking pictures unbeknownst to this person that was at the remote.
What if Faye is like a 15?
A 15-year-old?
No.
We've already gone down there.
Oh, no, not
On a
again.
scale of 10, what if she's a 15?
Oh, I see what you're saying. You need to be more clear
Yeah, I
when
do.
you're just like saying these numbers, especially.
I don't... How did we end up here?
I don't know, but when we end up at Faye, it takes on a life of its own because we got people texting in now. Please, implore you guys, please get me that date lined up with Faye for Valentine's.
We've had one person who's chimed in pretty regularly over the last couple of months asking for a hookup.
Yeah.
Doug asking, can you now repeat several times, Conrad is not a serial killer?
Or you've just said it once. Would you like to say it again?
Conrad, serial killer.
You didn't say it.
Never to be combined. Steve said, did I hear it right? Conrad's going to be featured on Catch a Predator?
Oh my gosh. Man, if somebody wanted to, they could ruin my life off of the last 3 minutes of this radio show.
There's a nice trailer besides the road near Bessemer that sells fireworks, does palm reading, and prepares tax returns.
Now, I will
What
say,
more could you need?
now I have seen on the way to Jacksonville.
Short of some bleaching, I think you got it covered.
One of those back roads going to Jacksonville State,
Yep.
when I used to go see Connor, there was literally a trailer that had the palm reading and tax advisor. And I'm not thinking, if you're a palm reader, why do you need to ask me about my taxes? Because you probably have all the answers.
Are you here for your palm reading or do you have a W-2? Yeah.
Well, see, that would be a great strategy is somebody goes in there, am I going to get audited? And then they, oh, yes, your fortune is looking very bleak. Let me get that taken care of for you in the back.
What are the cards they use?
The tarot cards.
Tarot cards.
Whatever, something like that.
All right, we'll continue on with your text. We'll do some.
Some of them are great, aren't
People
they?
are wanting to go in. Faye, you got people who want you to cut their hair.
Is that what they're calling it now?
Higher.
Yeah, hair.
Higher.
All right, more three-man front here on this Reaction Monday. It's 12:38. Welcome back in. We got tons of text messages we have yet to read. 205-834-9450 on the courtesy GMC text line, 1-800-239-WJOX. Hopefully you'll join us tomorrow. It's supposed to be another beautiful day. This whole week is supposed to be an early sign to spring. So much, whatever the
Sand Mountain Sam said that we were getting, that's the one I go by. His handler listens to the show up North Alabama.
Yeah, because this is going to be a big spring preview. So come on and have lunch tomorrow at Social Taco. Hang out with us on the terrace or even outside. Should be some wonderful outdoor dining tomorrow.
Maybe we'll get Faye.
Yeah, maybe Faye will show up to one of these remotes.
Hey, check out Mandu in downtown Homewood. If you're there near Social Taco in the square, Mandu is just right down the street. And Mandu is electrical muscle stimulation, fitness. You will get results if you stick with Mandu. It's all FDA approved. It doesn't hurt, but the revolutionary approach, it's a 15-minute workout. They put you in a suit. They send electric pulses to various muscle groups, whatever you're trying to work on, whether it's complete body, whether it's just spot train. Maybe you want your arms to look better for the spring and the summer. Maybe you just want to feel better. Maybe you're training. You can do it all there. First visit's free. They'll put you through the workout. You decide if Mandu is right for you. MANDUU.com. That's Mandu. MANDUU.com. Always tell Paul and the gang that Landrum from Jocks sent you.
So how's your accounting going for the Rutgers athletics department? Because you told me a couple weeks ago that after I told the story about them being $500 million in debt from athletics, that you
between that and Jizzy James, I've got Jizzle. Dang it.
Speaking of Faye.
What is it again?
Jizzle.
What did you say?
I said Jizzy. Sorry. Jizzle. Between Jizzle and that, I got a lot of catching up to do, so I don't know. How's Rutgers doing?
Okay. Well, the reason I bring that up is because apparently there's another Big Ten school that is in trouble. I know it's hard to believe that the Big Ten Conference, that all these schools just aren't printing money and just having a good old time.
Financial trouble?
Yeah, financial trouble.
Ooh, can I take a guess?
Sure, go ahead.
Is this old school Big Ten or is this new?
Oh, this is new. This is new blood.
Uh-oh.
What'd Lincoln Riley do this time?
It's not USC.
Is Washington having issues?
It's not Washington.
Oh, no. Well, Phil Knight doesn't ever need money.
Who else joined? Oh, the other LA school.
The athletics director is someone that you and I interviewed and had really nice time with.
Martin?
Jarman.
Yeah, Martin.
Yeah. At UCLA.
I never would have suspected.
Mm-hmm.
They've got issues?
So although the Bruins got $61.2 million in conference media rights revenue by being a member of the Big Ten Conference, more than triple what they made in the Pac-12, but that did not solve their financial issues because UCLA posted a $21.6 million deficit in this previous year. That is down from $51.8 million the previous year. So for a second year in a row, the university, UCLA, provided $30 million in direct institutional support and also paid the remaining deficit off, bringing the balance to zero. So they've been operating in a deficit, but the university says we're not going to carry a debt. We will find the money and we will pay it off. But
sorry, students.
This is the 7th consecutive year that the Bruins athletics department has been in the red. 7 years in a row, they have not made more than they've spent. UCLA. $241 million shortfall in the 7 previous years. So it's not $500 million, but it's right at $250 million that UCLA has been in the red in sports.
And it's just hard to imagine, even schools like UCLA and Rutgers, at some point, someone steps in and says, enough of this.
I'm really surprised at UCLA.
I am too.
That they have not stepped in and said enough's enough. But
because when they're having to write the $21 million check that comes from history poli-science, whatever, to go to athletics. And then, oh, by the way, how are we doing in athletics?
And also keep in mind that they have to pay $10 million a year in calimony.
Yep.
Remember that?
The state system?
They're paying the University of California $10 million.
With that settlement.
The settlement for them to leave the Pac-12 to go to the Big Ten. They call it calimony.
I love that. That's a great name.
Yep. So they're paying $10 million a year just so that they can be a member of the Big Ten
But
Conference.
right now, if you're UCLA, it goes back to Troy Aikman saying that he paid one time. But what are you paying for? What have you done in football? Basketball, okay, New York Minute, but it hasn't been the UCLA of the past. And
you play in the Rose Bowl that you have to tarp off that, they might have 20,000 people show up to a UCLA football game. Now they're wanting to play at SoFi Stadium, which will look even worse than they did at the Rose Bowl. But they're hoping that they'll draw more people because the SoFi Stadium is closer to the UCLA campus than where the Rose Bowl is. But, I mean, seriously, you've got two schools, one that's got a $500 million deficit in Rutgers, and now you've got another one that's $241 million that was in the hole. Now, to UCLA's credit, they pay that off every year, but they have been operating almost at a $250 million deficit to play big-time sports at UCLA.
And with joining the conference and with revenue sharing, I'm sure that a lot of these schools, and I'm going to give Martin Jarman, who was awesome, and we got to meet in his time here in Birmingham, but give them a benefit of the doubt that, after a couple of years, you're able to find where some of the fat is, and you're able to trim it a little bit more, or maybe we shouldn't allocate this much to this. Where's this as far as the importance and in recruiting, whatever. I think a lot of schools are probably having to adjust because it's new.
Well, not to mention the fact that the travel cost involved for UCLA and Rutgers to go coast to coast to be a member of the Big Ten Conference, that ain't going to be cheap.
Jet fuel is pretty expensive.
Not to mention the fact that I could be wrong here, but I assume, and this is a stereotype, but I'm just assuming that UCLA, like schools like Stanford, probably offer more sports than any other school in the United States.
Yes. Stanford especially, but I would assume that UCLA, USC, same.
I'm
guessing they have a water polo team.
Men's and women's.
Yes.
So you just think about
men's volleyball. It's big on the West Coast.
Yeah, certain sports that we just do not sponsor in the Southeastern Conference, that schools out west, they do.
They got to cover a lot.
A lot more Olympic sports that they sponsor.
And that's appeasing alumni.
Mm-hmm.
You're not keeping them around because they're making money. I wouldn't have to look very far, would I, to find a past Olympian, a medal winner that went to UCLA?
No, from any of those schools.
Or any of
the
those
old Pac-12. Yeah, no doubt. We will continue on. Calls coming in at 1-800-239-WJOX. This is Three Man Front on Jocks.
1250. A lot of your texts rolling in on the Jocks text line on this Reaction Monday. Landrum, Pat, Conrad, and Molly, so glad you're with us. We're going to do a Super Bowl concessions edition of The Price is Right coming up at 1 o'clock. Also, a very inspiring, BB-inspired Pat Ponders coming up the next hour. Folks texting in a lot of reaction to Faye. Texting in on the text line. Mayonnaise came up. UCLA's money woes. Charles Bediako. Halftime show. Anything else I missed?
I don't know. I feel like there's been about 10 different things on the docket today.
Pizza Larry isn't in its jizzle, James?
Correct.
Yes.
He was asking if the one that I mistakenly said was in the acting realm of things. I don't know that, Pizza Larry. Seems like that would be an appropriate name.
For what it's worth, since you've been out on vacation, he has scored 18 against West Virginia and 15 against Central Florida.
Woo. Jizzle with the sizzle. Jizzy, twice viewed corn, and a Faye appearance all in one day.
I think that was all in one segment. It was like all in a 10-minute stretch of time.
That groundhog was full of blank. It's hot.
Yeah. Hey, I'm glad that he was wrong personally, but yeah, it's.
Sand Mountain Sam is the possum, the opossum or possum?
What's the difference? Is it a gender thing? Like, is it opossum?
I say possum.
I don't know. Google it.
I Google it every year and I forget it every year. Are opossums here and possums are in Australia?
Okay. Yeah, that actually is it. Opossums live in the Americas, have hairless tails and pointed snouts, and then possums live in Australia and New Guinea, and they have fluffy tails and smaller faces than opossums.
So I did kind of remember it, but I wasn't sure.
Interesting, only the opossum plays dead. The regular possums in Australia, they don't do that whole...
You play dead over in Australia.
That's what it says.
They don't care over there.
Yeah, well, they're probably dead.
They don't care.
From another animal.
Get a black mamba, get you.
Yeah, I feel like
brown snake.
I've always wanted to go to Australia, but it simultaneously horrifies me. Because I feel like anywhere you go in Australia, there's probably something that could kill you.
You're just walking into a restaurant, you're run over by a kangaroo.
Yeah. Get punched by a kangaroo. You never know.
What just bit me? Oh, now I'm dead.
That's how it goes. That's what I've heard, at least.
Enjoy Sydney. Bye, family. Bye.
That's right. That's right.
Jimmy says, in the late 90s, I visited Panama City Beach when a beautician convention was in town. Those girls turned La Vila out. I made lots of bad decisions over those 3 days, and most involved hairdressers.
Can you imagine that? A hairdresser's convention at Panama City? That sounds amazing.
Have you seen where we're staying?
The people watching, oh my gosh.
We're staying at Riptide. You know, Aquanet, they pay for this whole thing. Landrum, Bama mayo, not sweet like Hellman's. See, I don't think Hellman's is sweet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I go with Duke's mayo.
I don't like any mayo.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
Right.
Did he say Bama mayo?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is there a different kind of mayonnaise that's made in Alabama? Versus...
There used to be like Bama.
Yeah, they had Bama jellies, mayos,
and peanut butter
spreads.
Oh, like that was the brand of.
Yeah, matter of fact, wasn't it made in Tarrant? I think that was where their plant was.
Near ABC Coke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just saying people in Alabama made it, like barbecue sauces or something.
I don't know what's funnier, y'all talking about Faye or the love and marriage show on our ship. By the way, we've made it to Alabama. We're almost to Troy. I got y'all gifts from Aruba. That's from Howie. Thank you, Howie.
Aww.
Glad you guys are back. Can't wait to hear about the cruise.
Glad he got back from Aruba.
What would have been better, female bartender convention in Panama City?
Yeah.
Is it just me or did Bediako skip leg day? His arms
No,
are
they're-
bigger than his legs, but
they're-
roll tide.
Yeah, they're skinny. Yeah.
We'll save it. Something tells me we're going to have Bediako for a little bit longer.
Oh, really?
Yes.
See, me and Conrad, we predict that this will be an NCAA win in Tuscaloosa.
Oh, I think it will be, but I don't think it'll happen before. When is Alabama playing again?
Wednesday against the Rebels.
I don't know if you need him for that one.